Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Talking FX futures, let's talk about the yen today, one of the strongest performers on the day against the US dollar and in general, up almost 1% from yesterday's close to today's highs, rising above 95.10, closing closer to 94.75, which puts us up just under 0.75% on the day. BOJ, the head of the BOJ, the president of the BOJ, or they call him the governor, Haruhiko Kuroda is his name, talked about removing QE. Now that's about as hawkish as a comment that you're going to get out of the Bank of Japan in recent years. I mean, 20 some odd years, they've been involved in some form of quantitative easing. And he actually made a comment overnight that quantitative easing, the pullback of quantitative easing could begin in 2019. He felt very confident that Japan's economy was going to reach a 2% inflation target by then, and they would finally start to remove quantitative easing. Again, this is going to be a multiple decade basically plan that they'll be removing that quantitative easing. They were the first ones to do it, and they're obviously the longest tenured on basically printing money and buying assets. Japan's central bank owns somewhere in the range of 70% of the country's stocks. So removing QE might have a little bit of bumps in it, but it's definitely a positive overall for the yen because it will reduce the supply of yen out there. Also, they had their jobless figures come out yesterday, and their jobless rate was down 0.2% to an almost 25-year low. It's actually exactly 24.75 of a year, that particular low, and it's now at 2.4%. And again, the length of time that they've seen a jobless rate like that, they're seeing a participation rate, they've still got a demographics problem, but they're basically at what you would consider for this country to be below full employment. They haven't seen staggering job growth, but the people who are out there looking for jobs are seeming to be able to find it again stronger for the yen. This is now 2 months in a row, January and February, that the yen has gained against the dollar. So far this week, the yen is up over 1.4% against the US dollar, again about 94.75 on the futures contract. This is Bob Iaccino talking yen futures from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.